I'm more of a here just to come up with some entertaining questions, Genie. So I got a would you rather. I'm gonna pose.
He just wants to have a good time.
I'm just trying to have a good Genie time. Yeah. I'm gonna propose a scenario where you're forced into two choices, and you have to pick one because it's a thought experiment. And if you don't, then it's worse.
Yeah,
don't try to game the system or figure out a way where I get the money and I don't get my foot cut off. No, you're gonna lose the money.
I believe last time he warned us that you'll be thrown in a bag with a snake and a dog and crushed to death.
I also love how the Genie, when he's saying giving an example, just off the cuff, he's like, you don't get all the money and you lose your foot. It's like he's got these dualities already planned out. It's like
he's ready,
either you get $1,000 or you lose your foot.
No, he's planned it ahead.
Because in the Genie's mind, he's not a demon. Imagine if you're immortal.
Third person.
Imagine if you're immortal. You're immortal.
I don't have to imagine.
No, immortal, and you live forever. You're not omnipotent, but you live forever, and you have some powers or ability and knowledge. Okay, but you have that going for you, but and you're surrounded by these mortals that constantly are just dying and shit. Maybe you were nice to them for a while, but after a while you're just gonna lose your moral center, and you're just gonna start fucking with them to have fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course a Genie at some point just cut some feet off or something. They've just seen everything. Yeah. So that's why they're just detached.
Very
it's not out of cruelty.
In that way.
It's just kind of just a boredom sort of thing.
Yeah. It's that eternity, that facing eternity issue.
Yeah. Well, that's why the funny thing is people are scared of death, and then thinking of immortality, I think would be more terrifying.
That's a good question. Another episode.
So anyways.
All right. So
what's this week's Would You Rather?
This week's is Would You Rather find out for certain that there are aliens, that there's alien life comparable to ours in the universe. You don't know where, but you know for sure.
When you say comparable, you mean intelligent?
Yeah, there's intelligent life out there. They're probably too far away for us to contact.
Oh, I see. So you're just finding out that they exist. You're not finding out because they came here or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say random wormhole opens just long enough for you for us to get evidence.
Because the Genie didn't.
What am I taking a little jog around the moon and the wormhole opens?
No. I mean it's it's the whole
space jog.
The whole you decide this happens to the planet. This is what's going to happen to Earth. Everyone finds out. We find out as a species.
I see.
We find out
you're in contact with CNN. You'll figure it out.
He'll Genie CNN.
Yeah.
Or you find out for certain we are the most advanced life, and if there is anything out there, it's just little single cell stuff or just amino acids floating around.
So most of life is just bacteria, and we are the most advanced.
Now, one question is how can you? We can assume that right now, but we have to say we don't know. Are you saying somehow how does the human species figure out an unknown like that? Because we can't look at every
he's going to tell you. What don't you understand about that?
I don't know why you still ask questions like this. We invent a quantum scanner, and it scans everything ever in all the multiverses.
He didn't just make it happen because he's a genie. He invented it because he's a genie. That's the difference, Luke.
Now Johnny's
I told
got
you
a
don't
camera.
try to game me.
He's more scary of a genie on camera.
He is more scary. Especially because he doesn't just snap his fingers and it happens. He's like, I'm a genie and I'm bored. I'm going to actually make it because I have unlimited time to do that. And that's what he did to us.
When you play a video game where you're playing a Farmville game, you're going to just cheat and get all the crops? That's boring. Even though you could just go outside and grow real crops.
Reality to us and everything that matters in our lives and our relationships is just his version of Farmville, by the way.
Right. Why would I cheat at that? I wouldn't even be playing it. I'd be doing it myself if I
I would like to think that there's a lot more life, a lot like us, I think.
I think there's something...
It's more interesting, right?
I imagine because I can emotionally connect to this scenario more. I imagine, let's say somebody brought me to the wilderness somewhere in Canada where there's no other humans around. In this scenario where you live in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, no other humans around for 100 miles in all directions, woods, mountains.
You're at the edge, wherever that is.
And I have to live there for a year. I'm given the skill set to do that. I have freezers of food. I know I'm going to survive.
Yeah.
but I just wanted to imagine the feeling of that.
Yeah.
There would be something so like, I don't know the word, but it's that same feeling I get when I imagine like this tiny blue dot floating in infinity,
But what is
like if we're alone,
But is that a positive emotion to you, or
What I'm saying is if I found another cabin in that random
Yeah,
wilderness, I would grab onto that emotionally and be like, okay, that exists. Like there's another person who lives in these woods. I'm going to go on a hike tomorrow and say hello. And then you
Right.
talk and you sort of just get to know. And now all of a sudden you feel a sense of like
yeah?
something. I can't find the word,
Well,
but
it's a sense of
Community.
community,
Yeah,
but
and
it's deeper
reason-
than community. It's like
reasoning
more
becomes the
emotional.
mind.
Like I feel it as like
but
a,
I think it's like purpose, right?
yeah,
It's that
a
this-
sort of responsibility.
Yeah,
Because if it's
exactly,
just me,
yeah.
then fuck it. That's like.
right. Yeah, let's like go tip some alien
And there's
cows
something
in their
beautiful
colons.
about that, like deep in the human psychology. It's like if it was just you, if you're just Tom Hanks in Castaway, and that's
Great movie.
it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that would fuck you up. Like, what kept Tom Hanks going was getting home. In Castaway.
Even when that becomes a delusion, because he's so
Sure.
he becomes the island, right? Basically.
Well, he settles in hardcore.
Yeah.
But he's still always
Well,
wanting to go home.
it's always that glimmer of
yeah,
there is a home,
possibility.
there is a life that is something that I want to try to reach.
Now, I'm not
Right.
saying if the universe was empty of life that we still have 7 billion humans.
No,
that-
I would still get wasted and eat sandwiches.
But if you just collapse humanity into one thing, it's sort of like
Eh,
bittersweet to think that
yeah,
like everything else is chaos and randomness and like
that's what we are also.
planets with nothing more than bacterial life or something. It just feels lonely,
Yeah.
So I don't know if humanity could handle that. I mean, I guess so many people are religious that like that's irrelevant.
Well, people will believe whatever they want to believe.
I know it's possible personally that there's no other life in the universe. I know it's possible there's like dolphins on planets or whatever. Like just swimming, they're really smart, but they
Yeah.
don't have hands and they
Yeah.
don't make Burger Kings and Taco Bells and shit like that.
Because why would they? I'm
They-
pretty sure
they
Taco
might-
Bell only exists here, by the way.
They might be a Burger King level technology,
Yeah, it's weird. All I can express is like when I imagine being on a spaceship, like on a trip to Mars,
Yeah.
let's say, and I imagine sitting by the window and looking out and seeing space,
Yeah.
I emotionally freak out. I remember I had a panic
why wouldn't
attack
you?
once at the beach because I my mind connected like it was sunset. I was seeing stars come out. I saw the space station go over, and I just sort of freaked out at being like a nothingness
It's all here.
in
Yeah.
an infinity, and that's not a nice feeling.
No.
So I would be worried about that.
Yeah, I would go.
I would go. I want to find out about other life.
I'm pretty firm on other intelligent life. Pretty firm.
Damn, Genie, deep.
Yeah, that was heavy, man.
Deep.
That
would
wasn't
you
even
rather.
like you were trying to like dick us over. That was like you were just trying to get us to really kind of reflect internally on.
So
our...
that next week he can be like right leg or left leg.
Oh, he's gonna come back hard. Don't you worry. He's gonna come back hard and heavy. But that's
Unless
good. I like that
is
one,
there
though.
some Genie trick we're not spotting here?
I don't think so.
Well, because I actually know the answer, but I want to see what the monkeys would
Right.
prefer. I'm not going to tell you.
He's not gonna tell us. He's not
I'm just
gonna
seeing
reveal-
what you
How would
would
that be
rather
entertaining,
find out.
right?
But
No, of
Yeah,
course.
right.
You're
Once
gonna
you
let
find
us
out the-
die wondering.
yeah, I'll see what the next ones come up with.
Oh,
I
man.
don't want to ruin the
Yeah,
game.
we can't forget in like the version where he's a genie, he's just gonna go to the next Skype call and like fuck with 2 more monkeys.
He has the time.